You're watching Business Access TV.
Business Access.
Business Access.
Business Access.
Business Access.
You are watching Business Access TV.
Business Access TV.
Serious about business.
Serious about business.
Business Access TV is here at the Mayberry Monthly Investors Forum, and the topic of the evening is international investing. I'm your host, Amita Prasadweb. Please stay tuned for highlights.
I am Renee Hamilton, Investment Advisor here at Mayberry Investments, and your host for the evening. I'd like to welcome you all to our fourth Investor Forum for the 2017 series. The Mayberry Investor Forum, celebrating its 18th year in 2017, has become the standard of investor education in Jamaica. Throughout the years, we have managed to invite some of the brightest minds to share their insights, experience, and expertise with our clients, investors, associates, and friends. In an age where information is at all our fingertips, we continue to offer value to our audiences by providing them with useful and applicable information to help them navigate the ever-changing financial and business landscape, not just here in Jamaica, but also in overseas markets, as well as the opportunity to network with some of the key players in our business community. This evening, we'll be discussing international investing, which is a topic I think I can safely say we're all trying to figure out these days. Between Brexit and the changing government in the US, the dynamics of the global economy have really shifted. Lucky for us, today we have two speakers who will give us some clarity and perspective about the international investments landscape, and hopefully by the end of the evening, we will leave here with a better understanding of how to tailor our strategies accordingly. So to introduce you to tonight's speakers, we have Damian Wiley, General Manager of Asset Management at Mayberry, and Sushil Jain, Director at Mayberry Investments. Please welcome our first speaker, Mr. Damian Wiley.
One thing is for certain in international investing, and it is that uncertainty is a certain thing. Uncertainty arises primarily because of two main factors: economic adversity or uncertainty, and geopolitical events that could adversely impact markets. These strategies I will outline can allow an investor to mitigate and even benefit from uncertainty. These four simple strategies, one is actually an outlook, can help an investor to navigate uncertain times. The first one is don't panic. The second is diversification is still a useful tool. Thirdly, broaden your economic horizons. Fourthly, plan for the long term. And the outlook, as is seen here, is that it's not necessarily as bad as you may think. 2 points that resonate most are the UK referendum, affectionately termed Brexit, and the US elections, which I affectionately termed elected chaos. Clearly, the world remains an uncertain place. History offers hope, and time after time, the market has demonstrated its ability to climb a wall of worry. Swift and dramatic change can affect investors' emotions and lead to potentially destructive investment decisions. For investors confronted with confusion and uncertainty, the natural temptation is to run. My advice is to keep calm and carry on. Maybe good advice, but for many investors, it can be hard to follow. Ever since the market's low in 2009, the wake of the financial crisis in international markets have demonstrated its strength in the face of issues ranging from the flash crash to political turmoil in the US as well as the wider world. As can be seen, after each unforeseen event, the market at first reacts negatively, and then within a short period of time, rebounds quite strongly. For example, for more than a century, the US market has endured wars, recessions, assassinations, scandals, and natural disasters, and each time it has come back. Many of the events depicted on this chart have actually had significant cost to investors. The market, however, has not only survived, but thrived. Through it all, the market has demonstrated remarkable strength and resiliency in the face of challenges. Diversification. The debate over diversification is likely to go on to time immemorial. But today, a strategic allocation in stocks and bonds around the world remains a hallmark of a portfolio that can help investors fulfill objectives in their long run. Today's investing requires a global perspective, and as such, investors should consider having exposure to stocks and bonds from around the world. The graph you're looking at shows the top 3 performing asset classes over the last 10 years. Notably, there are different asset classes spread across the entire world. What is also significant is that emerging markets, for at least 6 of those 10 years, are among the top 3 performing asset classes. Finally, plan for the long term. Don't get too high or too low. Try to maintain an even keel. Fight fear with facts, and do your research. A survey of investors done in 2016 found that those who work with financial advisors are more likely to stay on track toward long-term goals, while also feeling better and more confident about achieving them. They are also more likely to invest larger percentages of their income and invest more regularly. Advisors can help investors overcome uncertainty by keeping them committed to a consistent investment plan that has the potential to fulfill the long-term investment objectives. Advisors can also help investors to stay focused on the big picture. All of those can be hard to do when the world's markets and global economy are going through times that can both be exhilarating and frightening. The evidence shows that euphoric investors tend to buy high and fearful investors sell low. When the market falls, for example, your advisor can put things into perspective and keep you from jumping out of investments that are aligned with your long-term objectives. Navigating towards desired investment destinations can be easier when you have somebody who, one, understands you, but more importantly, understands your investment objectives and can help you to get there in the right time.
And on that note, we take our first break, but don't go anywhere. We have lots more coming your way.
Welcome our second speaker, Mr. Sujo.
If you want to diversify your portfolio and take advantage of the opportunities, you have to go global. So now let us explore this diversification a little bit more. Diversification now, when we say, what does it mean? You should be geographically diversified, means you should be in several countries. You should have a diversification by sector. Sector means the section or the industry like airlines, banking, insurance, hotel, restaurants. Do you have a hotel listed in Jamaica? No. Hotel. Do you want to buy the shares of a hotel? Can you buy? So you'll have to buy Wyndham and Hilton in US. You want to buy the shares of an oil company. Is Petrojam listed? No. So you'll have to buy Exxon abroad. Airlines listed in Jamaica? No. So you want Delta Airlines, United Airlines, American Airlines, you'll have to go abroad. So you have to diversify by country, sector, company, and currency. You know currency values change, do you know that? How much can they change? So the point is you have to diversify by country, sector, company, and currency, and asset class. You can't put all your money in bonds. You can't put all your money in stocks. You can't put all your money in real estate. Have you heard of a real estate crisis in the US which happened? So these are the... Now how do you select a country? How do you select a company? How do you select a sector? That was the question. There are more than 200 countries in the world. How do you select? Can you invest in all of them? No. And it won't make sense because some of them won't be doing well. So you want to identify countries which are going to do well. You have to look at many, many things. Example, the demographics means the age distribution of the population, the manufacturing, the growth rate, the political stability, the law and order, the laws of the country, the taxation systems of the country, the investment opportunities for overseas people, and so on. So right now, I think the Asian countries in general are the best option. Examples, the emerging markets like China and India and Indonesia and Philippines and Thailand and Singapore. Coming back to the question of company, how do you select a company? Whether locally or abroad. Normally I talk about 4 Ps. You have to see what are the products of the company. Are they going to be required in the future? The second is the people running the company. Are those people reliable, transparent, accountable, responsible, honest, and capable? Sometimes that is not the case. Agreed or not agreed? So that's why companies go down. Can anybody tell me the names of a couple of companies in Jamaica which went down? Caribbean Steel. Huh? Dial. Symphony. Mutual Life. And so on. The next thing is the processes. Means they have proper administrative systems, etc. And then the next one is partners. Do they have proper, appropriate partnerships for the supply of goods or services which they are supplying? Do they have supply chains? Do they have arrangements in place for the materials to arrive, to be transported? If not, anywhere, the strength of a chain is determined by the weakest link. So, if anywhere in that chain of supply there is a missing link or a weak link, the company won't perform well. You see, what we are enjoying, particularly if this is a message for the younger generation, what you are enjoying is unprecedented. It is immense. It is full of possibilities, full of opportunities. You cannot believe you have information on your fingertips. You can find out about any country. You can find out about any company, any product. You can place your orders online. It is a new world of information, technology, and opportunities. And that is what you should utilize to make money globally. I hope I have given you some food for thought. Thank you very much.
If you are just joining us, we are here at the Mayberry Monthly Investors Forum. Now let's see what's happening inside. us about the Mayberry Monthly Investors Forum. What's the main objective?
The main objective is to enlighten the investors about the investment opportunities and also, of course, provide them an opportunity to meet the advisors and other staff.
What were the main points of your presentation this evening?
Main point I want to make is that the whole world economy is going through a massive transformation and change based on new technologies, new medicines, new developments in every field. So investors should take advantage of those opportunities by making investments in new fields globally.
Your theme tonight is international investing. How does Mayberry facilitate international investing for your investors?
All investment houses, including Mayberry, they will provide you the best methods how to do it. But you have to first make up your mind, select the countries, select the sectors of the economy which you want to invest in. For example, do you want to invest in medical, pharmaceuticals, or you want to invest in technology, or you want to invest in real estate, or you want to invest in currencies, or you want to invest in India or China or Philippines? That you have to make up your mind. And then there are instruments available, more than ever before. For example, there are exchange-traded funds, ETFs, which allow you to invest at a very low cost in any country, in any currency, in any way you like, in any amount you like. You don't need to have a lot of money. Even with small amounts, you can invest.
So it's important that prospective investors do their research. What are some other pointers or some other main or key points that they need to keep in mind?
You see, first of all, people need to realize that we are living in a global village. Second, they need to realize that the world is changing, and changing so fast than ever before. So the progress in the last 50 years is more than the progress which was in the last 500 years or 1,000 years. So now the next 10, 15, 20 years, what will happen, nobody can say. Technologies are changing. We couldn't have mobile, wireless things before. Now they are common. So they have to awaken to the new reality in all aspects of their life, not just in investing, even in education, even in their own lifestyle, in how they eat, how they dress. Everything is changing.
Which means there are opportunities for wealth building.
Wealth building opportunities are enormous and easier to access than ever before. Information flow is so great that was never the case before.
International investing is something that we believe that our investors, both local and overseas, should experience. It offers clients, both incoming as well as existing clients, the ability to diversify their portfolios and to diversify their income streams, particularly with the advent of equities and of bonds. We believe that it offers a primary avenue of wealth creation and wealth management. One of the things that we pride most, as Director John had mentioned, is that even though the information is there, you may not necessarily be in a position to take advantage of it or to be able to interpret it, which is where your financial advisor at Mayberry comes in, because we have the expertise, we have the capabilities, and the research arm dedicated to sifting out to find the next best deal for our clients.
For those everyday people that want to get into investing, they've heard about it, they want to try it, what are some guidelines or some first steps that they need to get into?
Well, first, I would advise them to research, to do your own research. It's always good when you come informed, because it better enables you to to have a greater understanding and appreciation on the conversation that you're going to have with an investment advisor. The second step, I would say, is to come in and talk to any one of our advisors at Mayberry Investments. We'll be happy to sit with you to discuss your financial objectives and therefore be able to plan and design what your investment target or objective looks like. And therefore, after that, we can get into further discussions about how much, when, what, where, that sort of thing. But certainly the first step is to do your own research and then come and have a conversation with us so that we can better help you to understand the markets that you're trying to get into.
What's next for Mayberry Investments?
What's next for Mayberry Investments? Well, there are several new lines of business that are on the way. We are the best brokerage in Jamaica when it comes to IPOs. We are primarily known for that side of the business, but our managed products are doing quite well. Our MMEP, which is our managed equity product, is actually a flagship product for me. Last year's return was among the best in the industry. Our managed bond products as well. That's really it. I mean, there are several other lines of business. Our corporate or investment banking arm is doing quite well. From time to time, we do offer our clients exclusive rights to our corporate paper. But Mayberry is on the way to growing, to becoming a great financial company in Jamaica.
Talk to us about financial advising and what happens when someone walks off the road and say, you know what, I want to start investing. How does the process work?
All right, the process of investing, it is not a one-size-fits-all. So we pretty much try to tailor-made whatever we offer to a client. The exercise entails finding out, first of all, what is the client's risk profile. So we need to know, are you a risk-averse person? Can you tolerate medium or high risk? And then from that interview process, we are then able to assign or recommend certain specific types of products based on your risk profile. Following that, we also incorporate into that what are your financial objectives. So for argument's sake, you may be saving towards your child's education, you may just want to build your wealth, or you're looking to put aside something for your pension years. We put all that in the mix, and from that we come up with a final package and we design a portfolio specially suited for you. It is not just on the surface of money. We're gonna also incorporate some kind of questionnaire about the person's personal life. How many children do you have? We will also assess where in the life cycle you are. So are you a 25-year-old? You have probably 40 odd years ahead of you. So you may be able to take on a lot more risk in the younger stages of your life versus, say, someone who comes to you at 55. In the next 5 to 10 years, they're about to retire. So we have to gauge, the type of instruments and the level of volatility that obtains in those instruments when we speak to someone of that age.
What are some key terms that the everyday man may not know that they should know?
You speak of key terms, and one of the things I really want to emphasize is the massive difference between savings and investing. Savings is really just the act of putting aside a portion of your income on a monthly or whatever period that it may be. Whereas investing looks to take that amount of money I've put aside over time and put it into something that is, one, beating inflation, two, keeping abreast of devaluation. The Jamaican dollar devalues on average 5 to 8% every year. I mean, we've had years when it has depreciated as bad as 20%. So when you look at investing, you're looking to do a lot more than just putting aside. You want to outpace inflation, you want to keep your money ahead of depreciation, and you want to make some money. You want to really get yourself to a point of financial independence. In terms of products and services, we have a suite of products. You can opt to go into some of our managed products, or you can go it alone. If you want to be more directly involved in what you invest in, you can have that option as well. On the managed side, we have a Jamaican dollar managed product which is known as Mayberry Gold. It's our flagship Jamaican dollar fixed income product. Currently, you can make a yield of approximately 6%. If you compare that to what you get in the savings account at a bank, we are over 600%, because currently commercial bank is about 1%. So at 6% it's a pretty decent yield, Comparatively to a Treasury bill, Bank of Jamaica CD, it outpaces all of those other instruments. So for persons who want to keep short-term, flexible Jamaican dollars, the Mayberry Gold is our flagship product. We also have a similar product on the US dollar side. So if you want to keep short-term US dollars, we have a US dollar money market product. If you want to say go into a managed bond portfolio where you want to really stay away from too much risky bonds, we have a product called the Platinum. So it's not expensive. Why we call it Platinum is because we have chosen the cream of the crop bonds in terms of investment rating. So those bonds are all what we call investment graded bonds. So it comes with a lot less volatility than if you were to go say in the emerging market bonds. But on the other side, if you want to go it alone, as I've described it, you can build your own equity portfolio. You have a discussion, with your advisor. And from time to time, both the investor and his advisor will sit and you meet and you mutually agree on things that can go in the portfolio. And we also offer the opportunity to buy bonds on the global scale. So you can be here in Jamaica, but yes, if you want to buy Citigroup, if you want to buy JP Morgan, Western Union, we can also facilitate that.
And that brings us to the end of our coverage of the Mayberry Monthly Investors Forum. Until next time, I've been your host, Amita Prasad-Webb, and thanks for watching Business Access TV, serious about business.